Welcome to the Festival of Storytellers.
I can't tell you how excited I am to be on right now. It's been a couple of weeks of excitement, getting prepared, and I've done a lot of things in my life, but this has got to be close to the top.
Thank you, Reader's Magnet, and thank you, John, for putting this forth and taking the chance on us authors in presenting this out to the world.
I've enjoyed this immensely, Joanne.
Ellie, so have I. Thank you for who you are, and thank you, Reader's Magnet. You all are beautiful, and you've worked so very hard, and we are blessed.
We are.
I thank everybody that's involved with this process, because we know writers need readers and writers need publishers. We thank Reader's Magnet and everybody that's involved. I love Reader's Magnet. They say, we share your stories with the world.
Hello everyone. My name is SHOWUNMI. So I was born November 19, 1995. So I was born in Liberia. I'm a Liberian by birth. So where the writing interest came about, I can remember when I was in high school. I was in the 10th grade. I have my little journal. I used to write things about my family, my friends. So I remember I started with music. So every artist that I like, and if there's a new song, I write the song down, and I and my friends, we start to read them, and we start to learn the song. So whenever we go out, like we go for sports, we go have like a party, we go, just go have fun. So if there is any interesting thing, I would just write it down. So not only my friends at school, but also at home, my cousins, my siblings. So I would just write anything that just comes to my mind. I would just write it down. So that's how I started. But it wasn't really a story. It was just like a clue. It was just like an event about my friends, about my family. And then every day I just jot little things down. So when I was in the 12th grade, I remember writing my graduation speech. So I have all of this, my secret, everything in the book. So I can remember there was a time that I was in class, and my friend, and she was like, "Can I see your book?" And I was like, "No, you can't see this. This is my secret." And then she said, "Oh, please, Anna, let me see it." And at that time, the teacher was in class, and so without having second thought, I just gave it to her. Because I'm gonna give it back. I just want to read some music. So I can remember she took the book, and because we were in the same class, but she was in another section because we have like 12A, 12B. So when after the class section, I went to a class, and I was like, "Where is my book?" And she said, "Oh, the teacher, one of the headmaster, he came to the class, and then he saw me reading the book, and then he took the book." I was like, "No, my God, how would you do this to me?" I was so furious. I was so mad. So we had to go to the headmaster, and we beg him, and he was like, "Why would she read something like in class when I'm in class?" So though he punished us, but the thing is, he never gave us back the book. He never gave back the book. He caused us to work. I can remember we hug grass that time, and then we fetch water. So, but he never gave us the book. So I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna start a different speech again. So that's how, I continue, because I had a passion, I had an interest for writing. So my book here, as you can see in the background, is Icon the Part. The reason I chose icon is because the word icon, if you look at it physically, you will know that many famous people, they are icon. You call them icon. But if you look at the spiritual meaning of icon, you will know that, for example, like you see of a picture symbolizing God, symbolizing Jesus, you will see that it's an icon because it's on the wall and people, pay homages to it. You like see it in various places. So, and the path has to do with the journey. So, icon the path is all about overcoming. So, like an icon and then the journey. So, it's a storyline, is a must read book. So it's all about overcoming life challenges, struggles. So the story portrays a circlet around a girl named Jessica. So Jessica had to go through one struggles. So she had to overcome them. As each one comes, she overcame them. So she was able to do that, and she was really she was really brave, and she never let nothing get into her way. She never allowed any obstacles, any hindrances to get to her. She was determined to do what she wanted to do, and she was focused. She didn't mind whatever thing that was, like a distraction. She didn't, you know, get distracted by anything. So she was focused on that path. She wanted to face that path, and then she did, venture into that path, and she did overcome. So Icon the Path is basically about overcoming. So it's a fictional story, and it shares a journey of a spiritual and personal growth about Jessica. So here is the book. This the the book is a hardcover, and I think it's 5,000 pages. So that's all about Icon the Park. So when Jessica discovered that her parents were leaving, to the country, to her father's homeland, she learns that she must start a new life and start over. Like your family leaving to go to another country, and you're in high school, you're still trying to figure life out, and they say, okay, we're gonna leave you to your relative. We're gonna leave you to them to go and stay with them. So she was okay. First, she never wanted it because, this person is, though she was a Christian, but she doesn't want to, stay in that home because she knows she wanted a normal life. But she she had to do it because, one, you know, she want to please her family. She doesn't want to be like, oh, her family left her with this people or told her to stay with this person, and then she just didn't do what her family tells her to do, and then she's on her own. So she had to obey, even though she never really liked it in the beginning. She had to obey because that was a command from her father. So it seems difficult and scary for her, and living with a family of godly people. Although she was excited at some point, but she was also afraid, about coping and adjusting to this new life in a new home. So I think it was like a year or 2 year. She was like, maybe it's gonna be a 2 years stuff, and then I can come back home. I can come back to my family, to my life that I used to. I'm just gonna do whatever they tells me to do. Go to school, do this, do that. Come home early, do whatever I had to do, and then before I know it, 2 years is gonna be over, and then I'm done. But everything she thought that it was, she really gave her regards to those people. They were really prestigious people. They were an icon. And for example, an icon could be, like a minister, a pastor, like he's standing in the on the pulpit, and then people listen to him. So anyone will feel like, oh, this person is my mentor. Oh, I want to look up to this person. I want to be like this person. I want to copy the lifestyle of this person. So that's what an icon is. You look at them and you try to picture yourself in them, and you try to you try to I don't know what's the word to call it, but you just look at them like, like in your eyes now, like little girl, that, oh, this person feel like they are a god in your eyes. But then after you already go there and you're like, but this is not what I expected. This is not what I thought it would be. I thought it would be this, it would be that, it would be the other stuff. But everything that was unveiled to her, everything that she thought was the truth, everything that she thought was real, it never seems to be what she thought about. And even from the beginning, she had the fear, and the fear was overwhelming. There came a point in time that she wanted to quit. She just wanted to leave. She wanted to run away. But then she never had nobody to talk to because her family were away, even though they gave her phone, they gave her everything that she could access them. But because she knows that it's not gonna be, because her family is already in another country. So she never wanted to keep calling them and keep explaining, oh, this is what is going on, this is what I'm facing. She doesn't want her family to, have a bad, to feel bad about the situation. And she never wanted them to worry about it. So she just kept all of these things to herself, and she kept enduring everything, hoping that this 2 years is gonna be over very quickly. But was it over? 2 years felt like a 5 years. 2 years felt like forever. And she kept everything, all of those things to herself. So writing this book, I just want to share something about when I was writing this book. So when I was in my country, because I'm a Liberian by birth. I'm a Nigerian, but I was born in Liberia, so I'm a Liberian by birth. So I came to the US 3 years ago. So before I came here, I had the vision, like I say, I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna write a book. So when I get here, one, two, I think the first year. So I started writing. So first I started on a piece of paper, and then I started jotting down. Yeah, okay. So I have a question here. Check the com. Okay, good. I don't see the question. Can you type it again? Okay. So, as I was saying, I started on a piece of paper, and every day I would just write. Every day, write whatever comes to my mind, whatever comes, any idea, I just write it down. But while writing it down, there were times that when I started, I was really happy, like, I'm gonna do this. I was happy, I was free, I had a lot of time because I just came, no, not too much work. I don't have nowhere to go, I don't really have friends because I just came to the US. So I mean, there were a lot of times to do a lot of things. So I would write, go to work, come home, write. So that's what I've been doing until my dad got me a laptop, and then from the paper I started translating it to on the computer, on the laptop. So as time goes by, I wanted to ask a question. A day. Okay, so what I do was, so when I started first, I started with 500 words. Every day I would just type 500. but at times came I wanted to do something like I make sure I just finish a sheet. And if I'm not wrong, I think one sheet should be 250 or 240. I'm not sure. But whenever I start writing, like today, I make sure like I write 3 pages. So I started with 500 words. But then, like I said, I was happy, I was free when I started writing. So, but a time came that I refused to write anymore, because the story is also based on something real, something that happened, something that actually happened. So whenever I remember those incidents, I don't want to write anymore. I just feel so bad because I don't want to remember those past what happened. So time came, I stopped writing. And then it really, so because when I was in the process of writing, I had this friend that I was telling everything to, that, oh, I'm writing a book. And then she'll call me and ask me like, okay, so how far? Like 2, 3 months, she'll call me. So how is it? How you going about it? And I have my uncle too. They will always call me. Oh, so how? What's next? What can we do? So in the book there is it a reference number? I think it's let me see. I don't want to be wrong, but it's okay. The forward. So the person who wrote this forward, I can remember there was a time he called me and encouraged me, and he was like, Anna, you gotta do this. You mean this is what you have always dreamed about. You told me that you want to write a book. So continue. You have to write it. You have to make yourself remember all of those things and write them down. So okay, another question. How long did you take to finish it? Okay, so I started 2018. So I came to the US 2018. Yes. So I started 2019, the next year. So 2020, was it last year. So the book was published July 21st, 2021. So that was when the book was published. So I finished the book last year, but I had to edit it. So all the editing and stuff. So it happened early this year. So I can say I finished the book this year, January. So yeah, I finished it this year. So I can say I wrote for 2 years. So from 2018, okay, 2018 to 2019, that's 1 year. 2019 to 2020, that's 2 years. So I wrote for 2 years, and then I finished in January. So okay, so another question is, how many hours a day do you write? So for the hours, it was like, because when I started newly out, it wasn't really like I was just writing, and I can't really record. But after I received the call, and I received that motivation, that encouragement, so when I embark on my writing, so like every 3 hours, once I have the chance. It wasn't every time I know that I'm free, I would just write. Because basically what I do is I just go to work and then come back home and then sleep. And also I started go so I'm in a nursing school. So when I started newly, I was doing prerequisites. So I was doing English, math, and other courses. But so whenever I go to school and then I come back home, I'm not doing anything. So because I work the night shift and then just sleep for like 4 hours, 5 hours, and then I continue writing for 4 5 hours, and then when I'm done, I watch movie and that's it. So I just set my goal that I must write 4 or 5 hours, at least 3 pages. So that was my goal for the 2 years I've been writing. That was my goal. So guys, my book is on Amazon. I would like you to check out the book. Like I said, the book is Icon the Part. So it's all about overcoming. So the book is on Amazon. You can look it up and order a copy. So not only on Amazon, it's also on Barnes and Nobles. You can get it on Target and also on my website. So please, I would like to encourage you to go on there and purchase Icon the Part. And thank you so much for listening to me, for listening to all I have to say concerning my book and concerning my story and concerning my journey. Thank you so much for listening. And I'm going to catch you up tomorrow, Tuesday. So please come and join me. Please come and listen again. And I will see you till then. Thank you. Bye.